Right. I will be active soon. Unfortunately, it does look as though there's massive amounts of problems. So I don't know whether things are going to be okay, because I think I know why. Because there. Okay, let's just log in to the Twitter so that I can get my tap on the phone, because I ain't really wanting to do what I did last time I tried. What I'm going to be doing. And causing an infinity effect every time I try and check that. Anyway. Okay. There. So I have chat and activity feed. Okay. So just place that to the side, it will go off, but can't help with that. Although I probably can. In fact, yeah, let me just do that if I can. Of course, I forget how you do that. Dark mode, full screen out, screen timeout activity. We can only 5 minutes. Just remember that's what we've done. And make sure to keep tapping once every 5 minutes or so. Anyway. Remove the starting soon banner. Activate display capture. Although first we kind of need to say we're live on Twitter. Can't forget about doing that. Twitch talking about Star Wars. Spell it right. Looking back at the of it. It'll be fun. Come to me for the start of this year's event. And then twitch.tv/Starcrawler. Okay. Yes. What about that camera? Not active. Well, it kind of is, but whoa. There we go. Why have you done that? Fit screen. Oh, god damn it. There we go. I accidentally put it into the camera folder. So, hello everyone, and welcome to all. So, probably light this place up a bit better, especially since my phone kind of acts as one. Spooky. Nah. After the side will do. But yeah. Star Wars, man. And just what is Star Wars, man? Well, just for a second, you will see an infinity screen. So this is my site, obviously. And Star Wars, man, started in 2015. In April. So you've got this article here where I explain about it, how it was my first coverage of Star Wars Celebration, and so I wanted to make a bit of an event of it. So, what better way to do so than make an event of it, pretty much. Just do some videos and articles. I didn't actually get that many articles done, but as you can see I did play a few things. So we've got Republic Commando, Lego Star Wars 3, and some Star Wars Battlefront 2, as well as Force Unleashed 2. So you can definitely see with what I've already announced from what's going to be happening with this Star Wars month. Well, I'm leaning back to the originals, pretty much. Because Force Unleashed 2, Lego Star Wars 3, Republic Commando, In fact, let's take a look, if I can, because it has been quite a while since I actually looked at any of these old videos. It's gonna take a while to buffer out, of course, so while we do, yeah, and here's where I track everything about Star Wars Month. So you can see article, Celebration Anaheim pre-talk, with post-talk, and then a deeper look into Star Wars Battlefront EA. Now, they had announced in 2015 that Battlefront was going to be, well, they showed off Battlefront and that trailer. So let's just take a look. Star Wars. No, we don't want a new, oh well, new window we'll have to do. And then, oh yeah, because we got our Star Wars Battlefront tag as well, haven't we? I always forget that I split them up. 2012, 2013, 2014. Yeah, deeper look into Star Wars Battlefront EA. So you can see I'm just talking about well, this was, hold on. These videos ain't gonna buffer, are they? Anyway, article. I was kind of wrong about what I was saying, in a way. Because I talk about how I hope there's a capture the flag type of mode, and I guess there was, but not the kind of capture the flag mode I was expecting. And then this paragraph. Dogfights in the air, depending on how vehicle distribution will be played out. I expect one map will be a military base of some sort, where one team has a hangar full of SIPs and the other has them spread out. So kind of like what Walker Assault was, but in the air. How wrong I was to expect that. How wrong I was. And even here with where I talk about the mission mode, that's also, I also got that completely wrong. But it was fun to speculate on all of this stuff. It was fun to speculate. But can we Yeah, my old logo there. And then we have the mats on Endor. And it's pretty much just a load of highlights. Yeah, the sound's probably going to be a bit loud, so I'll knock it down. Just instant action single player, and I used to enjoy making the highlights of Battlefront, but I never really put much effort into one, I suppose you could say. I just looked for where the accent was strongest and edited that down. Or funny stuff like this, trying to heal and just getting destroyed by a turret. But one thing they always, well, in later times, I at least tried to get a bit of a story going, I suppose you could say. As a narrative that you could follow the battle through, which really was a thing that I fully focused on for the later games, because I did have a bit of a narrative going in how you had Galactic Assault with its mission-based objectives, and even with Supremacy, you had some kind of story going on there. Oh yeah, here we go. Do I choose to play Han Solo? No, because victory is imminent. Oh, there's Geonosis. Just mostly in a vehicle. And then you can see we play as Dooku for the rest of the maps. If I could, I'd skip through it, but I don't think the buffering's going to be able to handle that. So, let's see. Will it? Oh yeah, it's a capture a flag in space. And I am an idiot for just flying straight into the tower. Not even just blindly flying forward. All the Battlefronts were tough in a way, because everyone just gunned for you. But more often than not, you'd still be able to win. Especially in space, where that was kind of a tactic. You just get into their ship, use the bombs or whatever weapons you have to blow up their auto turret defense system, And if you can't blow up the seal generator from the inside. Yeah, my Gito as well. Where we, oh no, Felucia, of course. Felucia. Why did I not get that? So yeah, I'm a clone who has taken one of the droid transports, and I'm trying to, yeah, so I eventually did get it up to the top. But you can't really do much once you're up top, can you? And then with the clone commander, I think the class was called, using a chain gun, which I properly liked to use. And then once again coming up here to try and get rid of the last of the droids by tinting. And of course to end the laughing of the capture of the flag on my side slate. Where again I'm kind of doing alright. As I say, I just edit these things, in the early days anyway, so that sometimes you wouldn't know what was going on. Because there are some massive cut jumps around the axon at times. Like then. Playing as Boba Fett 1 second, then on Dark Trooper the next. I did get better, as I keep saying. And I think this was no, this is the victory. Me being Boba Fett, just because once you have a flag you can't use your jetpack, so I'm just jumping around. And then that's the win. And the video ends there. Oh, hold on. You couldn't have any sound anyway, it was unmuted. It was muted for some reason. Anyway, I won't bother showing any of the other videos. Hello, Cricket. Yes, this is new. Just talking about Star Wars month, because loads of people don't know about that. And, you know, anyone who does tune in, they can have a look at my website, have a look at anything, any of the videos or so. It's good to just have a bit of a chat as well. So 2018 was the month I decided, well, year I decided, why not bring it back? Why not bring Star Wars month back? So as you can see, I talk about the last time I ran it. I said there would be numerous content relating to Star Wars during the month, and there wasn't. So I intended to change that. And then I'm going to talk about stuff that I'm doing during the month. Oh yeah. In terms of YouTube, that's where most of the content was last time. I started it off with some Battlefront 2 and what do you know? You know, just make it sound like Watto. What do you know? That's exactly what I've done this time. So this was around the time the classic Battlefront games were added to the backwards compatibility. And yeah, I had me first style of thumbnail, custom thumbnail. Yep, thank you Goldsock. So we start on Mustafa with instant accent, again, as per the norm. And obviously I've got to be Darth Maul. Just ripping through the droids. Just completely ripping through them. And because it's on the Xbox, heroes are enabled for the other team. So the AI can control them. Which was somewhat lacking on the PC version, and I've got no idea why. It's not like the PC wasn't powerful enough to have heroes on the other side. And yet it never seemed to have been enabled for the PC version. At least I never ever ran into any, Oh yeah. Just force pushing clones into the lava. And almost ended up in it myself. But it was going to be too much. In the end. And yeah. Pretty much captured all the command posts to take victory. And then our next Yavin 4 conquest on instant accent again. Again, just dominate using a tank, cause why not? Although I think, if I remember right, it does get destroyed at some point. And yeah, again, you can see it's Clone Wars. Even though really it's sort of be Galactic Civil War, and that's why. I can play as Maul. If there's one thing I do like about the new Battlefronts, it's that you can play as any hero on any map. So I could always be Maul. Oh, okay. I'll just continue the tank dominance then. And take a tank inside their command post. Cause why not? And also try and force the clones to kill themselves with their own grenades. And another droid comes and joins me. So how activated we lock on. And then yeah, there you just saw me crossfade. I always did that when capturing command posts, because it saves me waiting or keeping the video active for however long it takes to capture them all the way through. By just fading into the other half of the capture where it's almost complete, you at least know that I've captured it. And that I've been there all the while I'm doing so. And yeah, we continue the dominance with more. In fact, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, it's only the two maps I feature in this video then. Both using more, because why not? So, what? Do we keep more the entire way through? I think we do. Yeah, I think the lock-on just automatically comes on for some reason. Okay, so I don't always do the fade thing. I was very inconsistent back then. Well, back then being 2018, but still. And just a bit with a Magna Guard. I think one of my favourite things about AI heroes is that you'd always sometimes find them in a turret. Almost as if the AI didn't know how to be a hero. They'd just be a regular mook. And then yeah, for 2018 we reviewed the Clone Wars novelisation, did a rewrite of Attack of the Clones, a few gaming ideas. Let's see, where would TV and film? And Star Wars. Ah yeah, there it is. Rewrite. This is gonna be interesting. Because I talk about... Well, I pretty much go through the entirety of Attack of the Clones and give it a bit of a rewrite as to how I would have done it, while still keeping within the framework of what the film actually was. And the first thing I talk of is that explosion right at the beginning of the film. How does the explosion appear inside the ship? It really does not make sense. So I'd got Zam waiting for a sniper in a sniper position to fire a single bolt. No explosions necessary. Because of course they'd fire the bolt and run. They would not stick around. And then it's only later that they find out, oh no, we hit the wrong one. And then, yeah, so aside from seeing the ship land, I'd have kept that bit in. We would have just shown the entire thing from Zam's perspective, and then until we see her arrive at the Senate using that deleted scene where Palpatine's incessant and says that Padme's been killed, and then she appears and everyone goes mad. Well, it's a very interesting read. I'm obviously not going to spoil it all, but it fixes some of the things that I felt needed fixing, such as this bit. Clegg, Lars and Owen know that Anakin is prone to anger. Well, Owen knows that Anakin is prone to anger. He sees some of Anakin in Luke. But how does he know what Anakin was like? So this scene I would have inserted has Zam suit up the ship which crashes down on Tatooine. Obviously she survives the nightclub. And it skips the entirety of Watto while visiting Watto as well. I know I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this, but it's well explained in the article itself. It's not like I'm no good at telling a story after all. And then yeah, again, let's just zoom up to 2018. Yeah, so some modern Battlefront, some classic Battlefront, and even another Force Unleashed. Before GTA came along, Star Wars Battlefront was like my number one featured series on YouTube. And then I pretty much just feature a load of GTA videos. Anyway, that, yeah. is it? Let's just look. 2019. Yeah, so 2018, you can obviously see there was no Star Wars Celebration to cover, but that was, if I remember right, because it had already happened in April. Oh no, it was, there was no celebration in 2018, but because of that, I had decided to bring Star Wars Month back. But I enjoyed doing Star Wars Month so much, I decided to run it again in 2019, this time putting it back in its proper place of April, where I went a bit mad with the you can see just from this list that the only real thing that I did was cover Celebration again. Along with equipping ideas to EA's Battlefront, which was a 2-part series where I proposed ideas for the next Star Wars Battlefront. So part 1 was just in general how of things, so stuff like the combat mechanics, HUD, and heroes. I kind of just made a concept of how I'd have the HUD look while the spawn screen. That there was meant to be half. So you got the base. You've got the base completely within the hills, and then you've got the command posts for the side, and basically each command post would have their fill of special units, and you'd have multiple of the same unit attached to a command post, which would tell you how many of that unit you could spawn from that command post. So you'd select an individual of that unit, and then part 2 was focused on game modes. So we'll talk about heroes versus villains. I'll talk a bit about Galactic Assault, and then I talk of adding new objectives. So retrieval, involving the attackers fighting through the fence to pick something up. Critical target, attackers need to take out an important NPC that the defenders are trying to protect. Withdrawal, turns battleground. And then final assault would obviously just turn it into conquest. Yeah, I talk about hero modes, as I've said. And have a go at making me my own mode with no base of anything. Well, okay, it was kind of based on Galactic Assault a bit. Well, not really Galactic Assault, but Elite Squadron's Conquest. But I expand that concept a lot. It's expanded a lot in here, and you can read all about that. And yeah, the mode Planetary Warfare, where you have different maps in the same planet, which mean so the teams would be split up across them. It's an interesting read, I just don't make it sound as fun. And then we have that was a video looking at Jedi Academy. I think that was on the PC, because at the time the Switch version hadn't released. Yeah, it would have been PC. Oh, and of course you've got last year. Actually, no, wait. Because yeah, as I say, we went wild with the posts on Star Wars Celebration in 2019, having one where I talk about what I hope to see and what's going to be there, and then all 4 days were covered individually. No Day Archive events, a Star Wars Celebration. I don't think I attached any pictures to these, because obviously I migrated everything back to Weebly from Blogger in 2020, as you can see by the dates of all these articles, which is why everything before 2020's got that from in its power whatever it is. Yeah, this is I'll definitely remember that bit. Billy D. Williams got called on stage and he has a heartfelt moment where he's talking about playing Lando and how Lando was always... he was Lando, pretty much. And then he goes on a bit of a rant about how people always say Lando was a bad guy. And as I put there, that's pretty much paraphrased from what he said. Did anyone die during the Bespin incursion? I think not. Brilliant. And yeah, more about the Rise of Skywalker. There's a lot that goes on during celebrations, and I always love watching them. 20 years of LEGO Star Wars panel. It didn't really reveal that much. It was more just a talking kind of thing, where various people who make various LEGO Star Wars things, they pretty much were doing what I'm doing now, looking at the past and the future of LEGO. So yeah, a new Tantive 4 set was revealed to be released on Star Wars Day, May the 4th. And yeah, Anthony Daniels, you have to listen to him at Celebration, because get Anthony Daniels and Warwick Davis together, they are just such a comedic duo. They just bring comedy gold whenever they're on stage together. But they don't really get together all that much. In 2019, it would have been fun. And then second day, Rebels Remembered, showing off Galaxy's Edge. Showing off Galaxy's Edge. It wasn't, it was more informative and entertaining, but the passion they talked about it with, I was wanting to go. It would have been absolutely fantastic to go. And then, of course, we all know what happened in 2020. What's still technically going on. And yeah, we got the Galaxy-wide premiere of Jedi Fallen Order on the second day, where they was talking a load about how they wanted to create an authentic story about a Jedi who was surviving Order 66. And Rebels Remembered. Rebels Remembered and Sisters of the Force. They was very much heartfelt to listen to and watch, as they talked about their own experiences that they'd had from not just being on the sets and all that, but being out in the world and seeing how it affected others. And yeah, you've got the other 2 days as well. Do I still have... No, I haven't put any of the pictures in. That's unfortunate. Let me just quickly... 2019. Yeah, we are unmuted. Just a second. Whoa. Episode 5, A Fun Celebration Memories. Yeah, I don't think I've actually got it. But usually the special guests they have on the stage... No, I don't. They have a gun, a T-shirt cannon. And it's always fun to see that be fired into the crowd. And 2020 was the most I have put into Star Wars month. It's just unfortunate that about half of the videos were about Battlefront, EA's Battlefront 2. So Battlefront 2, Jedi Knight 2, Battlefront 2, Lego The Complete Saga, Battlefront 2, Jedi Academy, Battlefront 2. But since 2019 I have kept it strictly within April, Star Wars month. Of course, with 2020 I kind of ran it over to May the 4th because I wanted to begin on a Battlefront and end on a Battlefront. But I don't really have the amount of space to do that. Let's take a look at one of those 2020 videos. Where are you? Hold on, that's racing month of 2019? Oh yeah, that's 3rd February, so yeah. Quite a few Battlefront 2 videos. Let's check in with this one. If it can load, Fallen Defensive Camino. This being online Galactic Assault maps? No, Supremacy. Yeah, Supremacy. And obviously the title gives you a spoiler as to what's going on, or what's going to happen. Although I do get some good shots in. I do help in defending. But do end up making a few silly mistakes, so we say. And I never really got how heroes worked. So I always try to avoid hero combat. But I always liked watching it. Playing online. Well, playing online's tough at times. Because the skill level of everyone just varies wildly. And yeah. As you can see, we are about to be completely overrun in command posts. And there's nothing we really can do about it. Because they've just got the advantage. Yeah, that was a mistake. Chucking a grenade at the balustrade of the door. Or lining of the door. And defeat the boarding enemies. So it changed it. So that instead of just counting down to a timer, it actually made sense. Oh yeah, here's my gripping gameplay of being a hero. Just taking the easy way. Being very defensive. And I do mean defensive. But in the end, everyone must fall. Except those Kaizo people who can just be heroes for the entirety of the time. I never understand how they can be heroes for the entirety of the match. Then again, this time I'll be Yoda. And just completely fail. Yeah, that person wasn't very observant. But unfortunately, neither were they, honestly. But it all depends on oh yeah, that was bad. So we're back on the ground now, and while we do get off to an early good start, they do push us back again. And it just gets tough. to compete. Although I'm pretty sure we do manage to. I'm pretty sure we do manage to. Yeah, so we're now boarding. Or trying to. And then this is our assault on their capital ship that goes. If I remember right, we don't even get one of the doors open. Or if we do, there's barely any time left for us to do anything else. Three minutes on the clock, and yeah, there's a lot of defense work going on. But their heroes are being very tough on us. Okay, so we do get the doors open, but there's still only 3 minutes until we're forced to the ground again. I'm not even... Yeah, I'm not even sure that we managed to destroy one of them. We try. Oh, do we try. But they're just too skilled. I mean, I'll try my best to sneak around, but they just know even that is gonna... They knew to look there. Yeah, that was very fun, getting killed by Maul, even though technically he was above me. But you can see how my editing advanced to showing a proper narrative. Because I haven't skipped anything really here. It's exactly as the game progressed. About an hour or so it took in total. But then if you do have skilled players on both sides, Supremacy games can take quite a long time. Because it'll just be never ending. No one's capital ship will ever get destroyed. as the health of their generators gets whittled down very slowly until eventually someone does win. Yeah, this is how they was doing it. Just sending the droidicas and they can destroy easily and get into position easy as well. But with me there, I was doing a good deal of defending. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Because while I'm defending, everyone else kind of isn't. Except for a few. And then I make the very terrible mistake of falling off. And that kind of sealed the deal, really. No amount of heroes or anything could stop the destruction that was happening, especially since they got their heroes into the reactor room and so could easily defeat us. And that was having 5 Battlefront 2 EA Battlefront 2 videos was all because of that one article talking about how Battlefront has changed since its release. So yeah, talking about that half-hour live play at EA's 2017 E3 or EA Play, I think. No, it was still. They were still LE3 then, weren't they? Yeah. And then talking of how it kind of felt lacking, and then eventually it did change for the better. And could have continued changing for the better if only the developers hadn't been taken away for Battlefield 6. But then I understand that all hands need to be on deck for that. Because Battlefield 6 will be a good game. It should be quite a big one. And yet, controversial opinion time, I found the progression system fine. The original progression system, you got scraps to upgrade cards, and you could buy more scraps using real money. But it didn't really need to use money because you could get scrap easily. But then a new system did make sense, since it was based on skill and how much you used a particular unit. And when I talk of the modes, I do like these sorts that I've put in this article. Even that one. Because it's very rare you can see the front of your own character. That happens when you spawn in. Sometimes they're facing the wrong way when they spawn in. So then you can just turn, so then they turn around once they do. But for just a second, you get to see them from the front, in the field. And obviously filler. You'll find with some of my articles I do just insert filler images in there, screenshots. Because I always sometimes forget to get enough screenshots to be able to fill out the article. And then yeah, so 2020 had a lot, including me talking about this, how I would have done the sequel trilogy. And that one is a good read. Because unlike with the episode 2 rewrite, I don't restrict myself to the story beats of the trilogy. And what I make is quite a lot different to what came in the films. Although of course I still do have Palpatine return. I at least felt I handled it better, in a way. You can read it yourself and find out. Anyway, yeah. Let's get another video up then as I talk of what's coming this month then. So just seen foreign defensive Camino, resistance within forests. A war across eras. That's 3 Galactica Softmaxes, I'm pretty certain. So the future then, this month. Okay, no it's not Galactic Assault, it's just me playing around with heroes in the Team Deathmatch, or whatever it was called, the offline Team Deathmatch mode that was there from the beginning. Anyway, yeah, future. Well, obviously the classic Battlefronts. For Battlefront 1, I am just focusing on any map I can, really. It's just a bit of fun. I mean, we'll probably get through them all. And that's good, because it allows me to show off quite a lot of the game. And then Battlefront 2, as I say in my on the front page, a monthly update, that is focused on Galactic Conquest, because it's a fun mode. Being able to feel like you in a galaxy-spanning war. It was handled a bit better in the PSP games, but there's no way I'm going to be able to feature those. So yeah, that's... Will it fill 3 hours? Who knows? Probably, because I definitely remember the Galactic Conquest going on for quite a while. Quite a while indeed. In fact, I think one time it went on almost 6 hours. I had to come back across multiple play sessions. Of course, you all know the team I'm going to be playing as. The droids, so I get to use more whenever I can. And Republic Commando is going to be the full playthrough for the month. Now, I definitely intend to do the playthrough on the Switch, so gotta wait until the 6th until it's out. But that will be happening. For how... I obviously don't know anything about how long it's gonna take. I just know that it's gonna take some time. Probably 4-5 streams. But we'll see when we'll see. And there, multiplayer fun against bots on Jedi Academy, also on the Switch. And yeah, the articles, of course, the reason we're being so classic with this. The original Clone Wars series, we've got the Endor series, Ewoks, and the 2 Ewok films. It'll be good to watch them, because I haven't seen none of the classic stuff really, apart from Clone Wars series. And I'll be talking about it all. But I don't want my articles to be just classic. So I am going to be talking of the High Republic, and LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga, which I so hope gets announced sometime this month to hit May the 4th. A May the 4th release for LEGO Skywalker Saga would be lovely indeed. I would absolutely love that. Getting to What's Bad Bats, the 70-minute opener, and then getting on and playing the Skywalker Saga. I mean, would I be playing it live for the first thing? I want the Xbox version to be the one I stream, but that doesn't mean I can't play the Switch version at midnight. Let's be honest here. So, if it does release on May the 4th and it unlocks at midnight, which I don't see why you can't, I'll be playing the Switch version and enjoying exploring Naboo and all of the Episode 1 content on the Switch. And speaking of LEGO, yeah, we're gonna be on LEGO The Clone Wars. Cause that real-time strategy mode the game had was one of the best things any LEGO game has had to offer. Aside from the open galaxy that Skywalker Saga has given us, of course. But that real-time strategy stuff, pretty good, pretty ace. And if only it could return, pretty much. I know it can't, but I just wish it could. Yeah, that's it. You defend me while I override the controls. Done. And then, of course, they overrun us a second later. And then it gets a bit difficult. So, this year's Star Wars month, well, just because of streams really, it'll be the biggest one we've ever done. And I do have videos of the Force Unleashed games to be uploaded to YouTube. And it will be good to play those again, because I do love the Force Unleashed games. Not so much for the boss battles, but just because of how they make you feel like an unstoppable Force user. Even more so than Jedi Fallen Order did with its kind of passive Force abilities. I mean, I get why they had more passive abilities for Jedi Fallen Order, but you just want to go crazy with Force abilities. And that's what the Force Unleashed games allowed. Oh, yes. I'm pretty sure this is where that screenshot came from that you saw on the article. I just don't show you that I got it from here. But it's easy enough to see that I did. And then yeah, we're the ones with a skilled team here. We're the ones with a skilled team. But I don't think that saves us. Because I do think they eventually overrun us. Oh no, we've succeeded. And yeah, that was the end of the video. But also, that is going to be the end of the stream. Obviously this was just meant to be a quick talking event, where we talk about Star Wars Month and its history and all that. I probably haven't done it justice, but we'll see. I think I will get this highlighted down to a video, just so I've got something for the 5th. And also because my YouTube channel could use a version of this as well. So, thank you all for tuning in for this little chat. I hope you enjoyed the history lesson and watching a few of my older videos. I certainly had fun reminiscing about the past and looking forward to the future, but that won't be all. So, until next. Speaking of, is there anyone live? Ooh, it's a tough choice. There's 2 people playing Hitman. Two people are playing Hitman. Oh, okay, that's the most amount of views Lydia's had in forever. That front page is doing her grand. So let's just take a look and see how Chaotic Kurtzat's doing. So you saw me play Hitman 3 yesterday. Oh wait, I've got my Stream Manager open here. Can I do it from here? No, I probably can't. Stop being such an idiot. So then, let's see how she's doing. That is all from me, so bye for now.